story of a man named Florentino Das. And as I said, we went down this windy road and we stopped by here and we read this plaque. But I did a little bit more searching into the story about this man called Florentino Das. And he was a Filipino man that at the age of 16, he jumped onto an English freight liner, which went all the way to Honolulu, Hawaii. Well, he was in his early 30s and he was married with 8 children, and he decided he wanted to make a journey back to his Filipino homeland, back to the Philippines. So he didn't have a lot of money, so he ended up buying this surplus Navy hull, which was made out of wood, and he rebuilt it in his backyard with the help of a few of his children. And he put 2 outboard motors on there, and he put a sailing mast, and after a while he ended up taking his journey. And he also had a motorcycle on there also. He ended up going on this journey, and about 2 hours into the trip his mast broke. All right, and so he ended up using his oar for the mast. So there was a lot of trials and tribulations through that whole experience. His motors ended up giving out, and he was always worried about water. Anyway, he made a couple of months into his journey, and that's when his motors went out. And then he was picked up by a Japanese fishing vessel, which towed him 500 miles to the island of Pohnpei, which is a state in Micronesia. So he stayed there for eight months until the typhoon season was over, and then he, of course, he also had to rebuild his boat. So finally, he got off on his way, and then he went for another month, and he ended up landing here on Siargao Island. This is Siargao Island, but this is Allegra Beach. So he landed right here, and then he was treated as a hero because evidently the media got a hold of this and everything, and they brought him back to Manila, and where he lived out the rest of his life. Unfortunately, he died at age 46. He had some complications of diabetes and some heart disease in there too. So he ended up actually divorcing his wife. He kind of died poor, unfortunately, but he was still regarded as a hero, and he sailed solo from Honolulu, and he was the first one to do that, the first Filipino to do that, to take that long of a voyage. So that's the story of Florentino Das. There's a little bit more to it. Maybe I skipped some parts, but that's the general thing to it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Take care.